the In This League Podcast Network.
What up? Hello, hello. I don't know why I like this so much. Hello, friends. Tuesday, May 15th. Wait for people to come in as we're hanging here. Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. To talk to you. Say what's up, whoever's in here. Van Rod. Hello, Van Rod. Jack Boyce. Yeah, it's just some production Austin Powers music. So that's all that it is. Probably need to load some other ones in there. Happy May 13th to you all. It's ridiculous. Is today your birthday, Jack? Is that for real? Is this actually your birthday? Confirmation, please. Birthday Jack Boyce in the house? Hanging here with me? I don't think I have any birthday music in here. We have one called... wait, is it? It is your birthday? Let's play one of Jack's parody songs here. Let's do like a fun, happy one. All right. Happy birthday to Jack Boyce. Anyone that's here, wish Jack Boyce a happy birthday. And how about Cooper Kupp?
Do 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 dap dap ba da ba da ba do ba do ba do ba ba ba. Why do build me up, baby, just for the Rams to let you down. They put the ball on the ground, and then worst of all, they don't call you number, baby, when they say they will. Gonna hand the ball to Ronnie Rivers. I need you. More than any receiver. You know that you're my no-brainer start. So build me up. Cooper Kupp, I'll wait for the Rams to break my heart. Sorry, Barrow. There you go. Happy birthday, Jack. The wonderful and great Jack Boyce in the house for the happy birthday. What's up to my friendos that are in here? Whether you're on the YouTube or you are on the Twitch, the new Seahawks anthem. That's 100% right, Dolan. That's 100% right. Happy birthday. Oh, yeah, good. Well, we got our first player we'll talk about. Happy birthday, not to me, but to the great Jack Boyce in the house and to all of you hanging. What is on the docket here? What's up, B-side? What is going down here? We got this B-side. We got everybody in here. So whatever you guys have, player breakdowns, you guys want to look at a player. Looks like we're going to look at Polanco here in a second. Trades, roster construction stuff. We've got lineups. We've got games in about an hour. Actually, in the dot, we got one. And then the rest are about an hour and a half away. We'll see how long I hang. But we can look at lineup stuff. We can answer questions, trades, whatever you guys have. That is definitely on the docket. So feel free to just load up with whatever is on your mind. We can talk about whatever. Things that are, of course, always looming. If you are watching on Twitch and you want to support, grab a sub. Or you can do the Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime, you can hook up for free, get a sub, and then it gets rid of ads. Helps me out. You can also Patreon, inthisleague.com. You can sign up. Prospect list update coming maybe Friday, worst Monday. Also Dynasty. I do my weekly sheet. There's group me rooms. You have access. It's all wonderful support. These are all great things. So I would love for you guys to do that. And then lastly, as you can see to my right here, we've got May in-person mystery packs that are now available. I've got 10. There's only 10. They're a little bit more than last month, but the reason behind that is if you can see, here's what's going on in each pack. And then we're going to talk about players. There are 5 to 7 cards per pack. You can see some of the chases. There's a Bobby Witt, Jarren Duran, Jim Thome, Julio Rodriguez. There's also Corbin Carroll, Jackson Chourio. But each pack has one of these necklaces in it. Now, the story behind these, there's an edition 1 and an edition 2. The circle one in the middle, that is the very first one that was ever made. And it's it's pretty cool. It's just like it says, established in da-da-da. I don't know if the necklace is super big, but it's kind of a cool pendant. You play poker, you could use a poker chip. That's version 1. The other one, here, I can show them to you. So this is version 1 right here. Let's see if it shows up. It's ITL Army, ITL Army. You can kind of see it established. It says Fantasy Podcast, ITL Army. Yeah, boom. Just super cool like that. And then the other one, a little bit racier, second edition, is a dog tag. And it's got the middle. We did this logo for a little bit. Middle finger for the I, and then the TL. Is that going to come out? I might have to take it out of the packaging. And on the back, it says, in this league, Army established 2014. So each pack has one of those. It's random. There's the edition 1 or edition 2. It has 5 to 7 in-person done autographs with some big chases. And finally, the last thing, in one of those packs is a special edition of a Welsh card. It was one of our AI right there, if you can kind of see it. Autographed by me, gold. I know that'll be the big chase card, right? The big monster chase card. But one of one, autographed in gold, Welsh card in there, and it is not the chase card of a certain one. So that is it. There's 10 packs. Info's there. Venmo at the Welsh. If you want a pack, you claim it, and then once you claim it, you got to pick a number. It's completely random, and then once they're all sold, I will ship them out. That's the deal. So letting you guys know all of that stuff if you want to pick it out. So very different and fun. There's that Goofy Me card. There's crazy amount of chases. Like I said, Corbin Carroll, Chourio, the ones shown, and each one comes with one of the pendants or necklaces. So there you go. If anybody wants to do one of those fun ones. And then just let me know while we're chatting and hanging. All right. So let's see what people have here. You guys got, I'm queuing up some of the questions as we go. Okay. First up, Polanco, is he real? What level of pitcher is good to trade for him if he is for real? Let's take a look. Polanco's a tough one for me because there's a little bit of a I told you, me type of thing I have, because he was a guy that I had up at the very beginning of the season. I was like, yo, pick up Jorge Polanco. He was 2% owned when I mentioned it. And I'm kind of in, but let's see where if he really hasn't regressed. Look at that freaking profile, dude. 10 homers, 327, insane barreling, insane hard hit. Oh man, not striking out. That is so beautiful. XBA is 348. That's so crazy. 300 against all pitch types, expected 280 above. He's pulling the ball in the air. 87% zone contact. That's like back in the real good old days of Polanco. And then I believe the last time I looked, I think he'd made some swing changes. Dude, it is windy outside. Can you guys, let me know if you guys can hear that at all. It's crazy. There's like just right outside my window. Jesus. Yeah, so year over year. Oh yeah, he does the righty lefty thing. Yeah, so check this out. You can see it right here. So he got closer in the box against so bat side. So this is him as a lefty. So as a lefty, it's a little bit closer to previous years, but as a righty, look at this. He's coming in more. I guess the 3 inches closer to the box where he was further away. And then look at this. Closed his stance off dramatically. So I've said this a lot if you've listened to anything that I've been doing lately, is like, it's one thing when guys have like, cool changes and stuff. But when you can like backtrack and you can find some correlation, and it's like, that's a little bit of correlation to me. It's like, oh, look, hey, he's gotten closer in the box. And then he closed off his stance, which, by the way, that is something that Corbin Carroll did and had really good results. And what has that done? By the way, let's see. Bat speed is way up this year, too. Look at this. 72 versus 70, and then 70 versus 60. 2 miles per hour up. So you have quicker bat, closed off stance, closer to the plate. What results have we seen due to that? Oh, I don't know. Career highs across the frickin' board. So where does that get me? That gets me to say that I do believe in Jorge Polanco. I don't believe he's a 320 or 350 XBA hitter. I don't think, because what is he pacing? I don't think he's going to pace out to 50 homers. But I legitimately think you're looking at like a 270, 280 hitter who's probably, let's look at standards. Let's say 25 homers. Is that a career high? No, he had a 33. So I think 25 homer range. He's way up there in RBI right now. He's probably going to push 85 plus. I mean, I think that's like a top 7 or 8 second baseman. So I think that's really possible. So yeah, I'm kind of a buyer in Jorge Polanco, Kev. Lawler hitting 8th. My boy Tavernite, by the way, something we might do here in a little bit. My boy Tavernite, he had said he wanted to send me something, and he sent me something a little extra, which I might do here in like 20 minutes. So be on the lookout for that. Speaking of mystery fun packs, Lawler, good process to have Lawler if you have Cattell. Yeah. So let's look. Oh, I see what you're saying. I don't think Lawler is like a handcuff per se, but I think like if you can own Jordan Lawler, like you probably should attempt to, not even in like a handcuff range, but I was worried he was going to hit 8th. I kind of thought that was what was going to happen. Profile doesn't really tell us anything. Actually, let's look at this. Let's look at the Diamondbacks lineup for today. Where's my MLB lineups? Yeah, so right there. But wow, Gurriel down here. So you got a lefty. Cattell, Carroll, Grichuk, Suarez, Naylor, Moran. Okay, so Perdomo's sitting today. That's interesting. And Tawa's in. Ugh. Bottom of that lineup. Yeah, I mean, let's just see. Let's see where our boy gets to. Let's see where Lawler gets to. He's going to play 4 or 5 times a week. I think he's kind of changed his profile a little bit. Like he's getting the ball way more in the air. He's not going to put up big, crazy, hard hit stuff. I kind of think it's very CJ Abram-esque, but maybe he hits for more power. So I don't know. We'll have to see on Lawler. But I think good back to like this is just Lawler's hitting 8th. Not great. If you're talking about process, like, yeah, if you've got the ability, like Lawler should probably be a pickup right now, just not at the expense of like crazy stuff. B-side, Matt McClain. Ooh, y'all ready to get sick? Y'all ready to be disgusted by what you're about to see? Well, let me present to you gross of gross Matt McClain. 165, 5 homers, 10 stolen bases. Look at this over here too. Not pulling the ball. I mean, I guess you could call that pull, but it's like light pull. There's nothing over here. He's got 1 hit that's like hardcore pull side. I mean, he's got these, but you know what I'm saying? He is barreling. He is hitting the ball hard. His XBA sucks because he whiffs at a bunch. He's actually not chasing, which is interesting. But 31, almost 32% K percentage. My worry from day one on Matt McClain. It's pretty tough because he's walking. He's hitting the ball harder. He's getting the ball in the air more. He's hitting the ball harder on average, and he is barreling the ball. But right here. Oh, hold on. Actually, this one doesn't matter, but I do like to have this view. If you can see this, Boggs and I were just talking about this. He's hitting under 200 against all pitch types. And when you get it to the individual granular, it's like 212. Yeah, 214 is the highest, and that's against sliders. 200, 214, 136, 111. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. Now, it's underperforming because now you have like 261, 233, but these are still not good. Those are not good. Making more zone contact. Whiffing more, though, because he's a big strikeout problem. If Matt McClain was released, I probably have some interest in him. I don't really have interest in buying on him because I think these strikeout issues are going to just be the whole year. I just think they're not going away. So I'm pretty torn, guys. I don't think any of it, like, again, the basics of the profile. Cool. He is barreling the ball. He is hitting it hard. He's walking and he's getting the ball in the air. Those things equate to good things happening. But the profile's so bad that those things are not carrying up his expected batting average. Those are like, guys, barrel and hard hit. Those are things that press and push expected batting average up. That's not happening here. He has closed off his stance a bit more. That was probably to try to help strikeouts. That does not happen, a la Jordan Walker. And bat speed is kind of the same, except he is squaring the ball up less right now. Just kind of looking here. His sorting. It's not good. I think he's going to be an under 230 hitter the rest of the season. So buy that for whatever you want to buy. Not great. Mummert in redraft. Is Moises Ballesteros just a short-term ad, or should I spend fab as if he's around for the rest of the season? So let's go back to lineups real quick and let's share. I can just stay right here. Let's take a look at that Cubs lineup. Cubbies, where are you? Not playing today? There we go. Of course it's not out. Actually, let's refresh. And not. When was this? Look at this. What's this? What is that? Am I on some weird? I've never seen that before. What does that stand for? Like pitcher? Okay, so what I was going to do, I mean, now I need to look at this, though. I go to Fangraphs. I just want to look at roster resource because I think that's important here because my gut reaction is to tell you that he's not going to stick around. But I think his bat plays. So, hold on. Share screen. Okay, go away. So here's your current setup. Moises Ballesteros is your DH. Cool. Pete Crow, Kyle, this is all pretty standard stuff here. You got Turner on the bench, who's going to stay there. Miguel Amaya, that's one we need to put a pin in. And then our injuries are just Ian Happ. So Ian Happ comes back. Likely you're back to that outfield situation of Suzuki or Happ having to be a DH. So where does he play? Now, currently they've got John Birdie at third. Could they experiment with Michael Busch going back to third? Yes, because Ballesteros can play first. Ballesteros also is a catcher, and he's a decent catcher. The problem is Carson Kelly is really hot right now. Could you want another lefty in that lineup? Like maybe, but the path of why I say he's might not be up long-term is because there's not really a catcher path. There's not really, there's no DH path, and there's not another positional path. And you don't want to keep him up just to hold him, for him to not play like Jordan Lawler stuff. So if Ballesteros goes off, I think it'll be really hard for them to send him down. I do. But at the end of the day, I kind of think they will send him down. I think that's the most likely play that's going to end up happening here. So I would be minimal fab. But I will say, I think his bat is very much alive. He's low strikeout rate, makes tons of contact. He just has no position flexibility. And I don't know if they want Michael Busch there. Plus, you got Matt Shaw in the wing. So gut reaction is that he's not going to stick around. But dude's got crazy contact skills. Shout out to, we had a couple people with the follow. Sodak and Winnie both with the follow. Appreciate you guys doing that, following on the Twitch. As a reminder, if you guys want to grab the subs, I'll shout you out, put you as well on the shout out board for subbing, resubbing. You can use Prime. It's all free if you do it. But I will give you guys shout outs for that, or if you gift subs, all those things help for sure. And as a reminder, again, May's edition of the in-person autograph packs are to the right here. These are all autographs done in person, 5 to 7 per. Big chase ones, Julio, Bobby Witt, Jarren Duran. Each one comes with a pendant, and there is a 1-of-1 gold autographed Welsh card in one of them. Venmo info, only 10 packs. You pick the number of what the pack is, because I don't know what the hell's in those anymore because I mixed them up. So you just let me know if you want. All right, where are we at? Hello, sir. Would you trade Jake Berger and Max Meyer for Buxton? No, I would not. I think it makes sense. Buxton's kind of going nuts. It's kind of crazy to see this version of Buxton again. It looks like the old Buxton. If he stays healthy, legitimate shot. He could be a 30-30 guy. Do I trust him to stay healthy? No. Do I think that Jake Berger is going to bounce back? Yes. Do I like Max Meyer? I do. Let's take a look at Max Meyer, because I think he's the most important here. Because that you have this like buy low situation going on with Jake Berger. But it's also got to be about your trust in Max Meyer. So we haven't looked at him in a little bit. 4.37 ERA has definitely pop back up. 4.86 expected. Let's do this again for whatever reason. That's not great. Hold on, where did he go? I just lost it. I lost my page. All right, 26% K percentage we love, but his walks are up. He's getting hit hard. So let's look here. Fastball is still up. A little bit more whiffy. He's spinning it better too. But holy shit. Holy God. 394. Okay, so this is interesting. They're just sitting on his fastball. Just dead red. 394 batting average. 130 against the changeup. 183 against the slider. Sinker's getting hit. It's actually got a high batting average too, but let's take a look here. He's getting Ks on his slider. I mean, you're not going to live with that fastball like that. Let's go back to slider. Oh, the induced break is on it. It's almost very like. Yeah, because he's not throwing the sweeper now, because you've got like a bullet. It's a little bullety here. And then on the slider, and then you're just not using the sweeper. So guess what I'm trying to say is like, all right, so look at this chart. Okay, I want to make sure you guys can see it. On this chart, look at the induced break on the fastball, the changeup, and the sinker. Not a lot of delineation between them. You know, like it's a similar path. Now, obviously, the changeup, the velo is going to help, but the path is pretty similar. So then where are you changing? You're changing on the slider, which you are throwing the most, and it's kind of bullety, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm changing my tune a little bit on that. I just feel like there's still something there for Meyer, even though that doesn't look super encouraging. I also think Buxton or Berger is going to bounce back, but no doubt Buxton, 9 homers, 8 stolen bases, 264, expected batting average a little bit lower. The Ks worry me, but he's hitting the ball hard. I'm going to go with my gut and say no on this, but I also don't think if you did it, it's anything where you're like losing. You know what I'm saying? All those guys aren't really like losing dudes here. So we'll keep it at that. This is a tough one, dude. That's a definite tough one. What's up, Lord? What's up? What's up? All right. Where did we leave off? Pitcher-wise, can Molly sustain his success? And is it time to panic on Jack Flaherty? Well, let's look at Molly. I was looking at Molly actually just the other day. He's definitely popping up. For sure, like top 10 in quite a few categories, but I don't love the low Ks. I don't like a 20% K percentage with an 8% walk. 3.36 expected is going to come back. Let's look at the pitches though, because he is healthy. 4 seams up a little bit. Look what he did with the splitter. 85 with 21 RPM. He deadened that thing to 7. That is a complete grip change. Slower grip change, but it has not induced more whiffs. and it's got a pretty big expected batting average. Where's the... I mean, that's about where you want a splitter to be. Yeah, that's a weird splitter. All the expected batting averages against are higher. So he's kind of overperforming. Duh. Only high. See, okay, this is a big sign for me. If your highest K percentage pitch is just your fastball, probably not. I think he's going to come back down to earth. Probably a good sell opportunity. Doesn't mean he's not going to be serviceable, though. But then you kind of pose the question, like, do you trade him for Jack Flaherty? Jack is giving up tons and tons of barrels right now. He's getting hit harder. His Ks are still up. His walks. Let's see what happened with this stuff. Fastball is down about a half mile per hour. Slider is getting more whiffs. He's kind of getting away with it right now. And knuckle curve, pretty similar profile, even more. I think I still like Jack Flaherty. I think I would trade Molly for Flaherty, but I think you can get more. So I will say Flaherty will bounce back. I think Molly will come back down to earth, but I'm not sure it's cuttable down to earth. Kept great analysis, Welsh. It's a keeper league, but would Gavin Williams be too much? Go more like Mize for Polanco. That's a really interesting one. In a keeper league, I think I don't want to trade. I'm actually going to put in an article tomorrow that I'm going to trade Mize. But in a keeper league, I'm not sure that I would trade Mize in a standard. In this format, I think Gavin Williams for Polanco might be relatively fair. Gavin Williams has much more upside. Flash in the pan, you could say 6 weeks of Polanco. But I think Gavin Williams does rank higher. But if you need it in your win team, I think you can do it. Is Jordan Walker a buy, hold, or sell? He's a sell right now. Or a release or whatever. Profile's so bad. He's dead in the water with the Cardinals. I think he's cooked. He needs to get traded. I don't know how he's going to get better, and they might send him down. So I'm not buying Walker. You could hold if you want to see what happens, but I'm not sure. Van, I have Lawler, but have to drop someone. Should I drop Horton or Kolek, or don't put him in yet? I would drop Kolek, but I also don't think you have to put Lawler in yet. Like, if this is one of those where you can like hold him down for a tiny bit more without any repercussions, I don't really believe in Stephen Kolek, but maybe he has another one. I'm comfortable just keeping Lawler down for a little bit. He's hitting 8. He's not going to play like every single day. We don't know with Lawler. We just know he's hitting 8 today. So seems like Cattell is pretty consistent layoffs. Well, Torey Lovello also said that like every 3 days of back-to-backs, they're going to give him a day off, and then they're going to work it to 7 days and a day off or whatever. So he's going to get some time off. He's going to get some time off for sure. So, okay, we got some more questions in here, which we will do here in just a second. I'm going to check the lineups. Again, shout out to everybody. Great on Twitch too. Love seeing you guys all here. Everything on, because I shouldn't keep saying it because it's annoying, but everything on the screen is here. You have any questions, let me know. Why I do shout outs. We've got the sub goal month to keep me streaming. We got the in-person autograph packs, which I hope people dig. I think it's very fun with the pendants and stuff. And all the other stuff in here you can see. Got the Twitter, got the Patreon, got all the stuff. Shout it out. Love you guys. Let me keep shouting you out would be the thing. And then we got to open up this thing from Tavernite here in a minute. But let's see if we can burn through these other questions. Where are they? Last week I traded Lawler and Evan Carter for Cattell and Brandon Sprott. You win. It's keeper league, and I would only have Cattell for one more year. Ooh, maybe you don't win, but I feel great about this deal. How long would you have got to keep Carter and Lawler for? I love Cattell. I still rank Cattell super high. Cattell's my boy. I do love that you get to keep him another year. I still kind of think you won that, but it's not as you can see as I read through here. At first, it was major win. Little bit less. If Carter bounces back, it's kind of more about Lawler, but I think he did. Sprott's a really great secondary return here. So yeah, I give it a B. So if you're over a C, I think you're winning. I'd give that like a not a B minus, but like a B. If you had 2 more years of Cattell, I think that's like an A. If Lawler and Carter could be kept though for like 5 years, I don't know. It's like a B minus or something like that. Who'd you rather? McCain or Simeon? McCain, because you're asking me Matt McClain. I'm sorry, Simeon. You're asking me, I lied to you. You're asking me Matt McClain or Marcus Simeon. Both stink. Well, okay, so keeper would be Matt McClain because he's younger and, still good barreling and stuff. But I really do think that Marcus Simeon is going to turn it around, but I might be saying that to my death. I'm very discouraged about Matt McClain and his strikeout issues. And I'm not sure this year or in the next couple of months is fixable. Plus, they just got lots of dudes. They got lots of guys. So it's like, are we good? Are we safe? I don't know how safe we are. That's what my worry is. So I'm going to go with Simeon on that one. Someone dropped Agustin Ramirez. Should I drop Wells for him? I have William Contreras. Let's look at the Agustin. Agustin. Don't eat all the chocolate, Agustin. But Mama, I love the chocolate. 246. He's barreling. He's hitting it freaking hard. 53% hard hit rate. He's lowered his strikeout percentage. I don't think I realized that. Wow. Let's get his game log. Click. There we go. It's going through these little spurts. See this? Like, no, and then boop, no, and then bam, and then that. And he's got 2 hits in his last 4 games. He's definitely picking up the strikeouts. Let's go back to this. But Mommy, I want to hit the ball. I want to hit the ball, Mommy. I love hitting the ball. 265, 306. This is encouraging on the breaking pitches. Let's go down to 267 fastballs, sliders. He's hitting sinkers. I kind of think he's doing a good job. Look at that zone contact rate, 86%. Okay, but the question you just asked me is, would you cut him for Austin Wells? I don't know. Here's a better thing. I don't know why I'd want 2 catchers. So if I have to have 2 catchers, yeah, maybe I would drop. I would probably do that for Ramirez. I think there's a lot of upside, but if you have Contreras, yeah, I'd probably be okay. Jim Poppin, thoughts on previously banned players being reinstated by MLB and eligible for Hall of Fame now? So was that, I might have missed that. I saw this thing. Is that about Pete Rose? I saw some story. It was like great news. And then it all updated. Oh yeah, here we go. But Rob Manfred removed Pete Rose, Shoeless Joe Jackson, and other deceased players from Major League Baseball's permanently ineligible list. Manfred ruled that MLB's punishment of banned individuals ends upon their deaths. How stupid is that? The reason I say that, by the way, is like, let's make sure they're tortured and not given any credit for, the entirety of their living life. But once they're dead, baseball will make sure to give credit and then we'll live. I think I think that doesn't sit well, but I get it. The reasons. Let's see. Manfred ruled that MLB's punishment of banned individuals ends upon their deaths. That's so stupid. It's such a stupid quote. Obviously, a person no longer with us cannot represent a threat to the integrity of the game. Therefore, I've concluded that permanent ineligibility ends upon the passing of the disciplined individuals, and Mr. Rose will be removed from the permanently ineligible list. Shoeless Joe Jackson and 7 other White Sox were banned from playing professional baseball in 1921. That was the fixing stuff. Let's see, removes a total of 16 deceased players and 1 deceased owner, a group that includes Jackson's teammates, ace pitcher Eddie Kakati, and third baseman George Buck Weaver, the so-called Black Sox scandal. Obviously, that's not. Okay, so I don't know. I guess I've kind of probably answered it in passing. Like, I think it's stupid. Like, good. It's good that they're off the list and whatnot, but it's very just like, look at us. Look at me. Look at me. Mark Manfred, aren't we great? We're going to take these guys off. They're dead. They don't care. They're dead. Their families. I would probably be more pissed off. Be like, you couldn't have done this while they were alive on their deathbed. How about when they turn 80 years old? Pete Rose didn't. When these, like, baseball is nowadays, these guys pose no threat. They've never posed. There's no threat whatsoever. But I don't know. This is something I'll guarantee you right now. PSP doesn't want to talk about this tomorrow. All I sit here and I that is the quote. It's the quote of, like, they're dead. They don't pose a threat, so we'll lift the ban. That's stupid. But I also think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. So maybe I'm an idiot. Interesting question, Jim. I had briefly passed through, didn't necessarily see any of this stuff or whatever. So, all right, a couple more, and then I want to open this thing up from our boy Tavernite. Let's see, where the hell was I? He traded. Okay, there's Jim. There's Blorb. Yo. Appreciate it. Wild to see Meyer with those fastball numbers. Yeah, no doubt, dude. What should I do with Burns? Corbin Burns, I think you hold. I'm an article that it's like the multi-analyst article we do on Fantasy Pros. I'm going to be selling Casey Mize and buying Corbin Burns. Corbin Burns' velo was up in the last start after spending some time kind of getting right. I think he got right. And I think I want to see him use the slider more, but I was encouraged by that start with the velo up. So I actually think Burns is a decent buy right now. So I don't want to sell him low. Would you rather have Goldie or Jacob Wilson rest of season? Goldie. I like Jacob Wilson. Points league, Jacob, but I'll take Goldie. Usually I welcome a grip change. Bang, bang. Happy birthday to you, Jack. Regarding Wells Ramirez, it's a 16-team league, so there's not much on the wire. So that would explain the second catcher. Let's look at Wells real quick. Actually, I haven't looked at Wells, like breakdown of Wells. Because I'm leaning, but right now I'm telling you Ramirez. But let's look at Austin Wells. 215. I mean, Austin Wells was like I'm going to take a late catcher. 215, 8 homers. God, OBP sucks. A little bit more in the tank there. I love that he's barreling. Love that he hits the ball hard. You know that. Love that he's not striking out. He's getting the ball. What's his problem? Is he not pulling? He's pulling. Dude, it's like, that's great. That's great. That's elite. That's great. He's pulling the ball in the air a ton. That's great. Zone contact better be like under 70. No, it's 83. That's above league average. What's his problem? 250 fastball, 284 expected. Where's he hitting sinkers? That's not good. He's hitting changeups, though. He's just inconsistent. Sorry, I'm just looking at this straight line. Is he hitting a lot of ground balls? No, not really. Yeah, he's getting the ball. It's weird. I mean, it definitely reads as though he's a fastball hitter. So, they're pitching a lot of secondary stuff, and it's lifted up. So here's another thing. This is pretty telling. It's 94.5 exit velocity, average exit velocity against fastballs. But look at these. Breaking and off speed, it's 85. I mean, he is lifted up, and look, fastballs, 27-degree launch angle. So it's just, he's doing all his damages on fastballs. He's a fastball hitter. I kind of think that maybe Augustin might be a little bit better of an option. So I'll go with Augustin. Manfred. Yeah, Manfred is, I don't know. Kind of a joke to me. It's just silly. Silly. What is going on here with my stream? Oh, yeah, there we go. I think that's just the phrasing of the words of just, like, oh, they're dead. Now we'll bring him in and we'll take credit for it. Now we'll talk about Pete Rose and we'll benefit off of it. And we'll probably put him in trading card. We'll do everything we can do to benefit because he's now not banned. As long as they're dead. They should have let Pete Rose gamble his way back on and have a Bugs Bunny. Yeah. I mean, there's some funny ads that could have been done for sure. What's up, CK? What's up, dude? CK again. Two different CK versions. What was it? Oh, this was your YouTube, and then you came over to Twitch. Like it. Yeah, no, it helps. I mean, again, I'm looking for anything. I want to keep doing the streaming. So anything you guys do, even coming over and boosting up the Twitch numbers is great. So whatever it is, make sure you're following all the stuff. Follow on the YouTube, follow on the Twitch. Let me shout you out. Subs, get mystery packs, do things. Poke, do things. What's up? Tell me that Corey Seager's hamstring will be okay. Do you want me to lie to you? I could lie to you, but I hope it's okay. I don't know that it's going to be okay. He always seems to be a thing. Let me read about it. Let's see. He's just one of those guys now. What's the latest on it? 14 minutes ago, I didn't even see this. They placed Corey Seager on the 10-day IL. I think we knew that was going to happen. Hamstring strain. This was previously, he was previously on the injured list April 23rd through May 3rd. Yeah, so he's just right back to where he likes to be. Lingering hamstring issue. So my guess is if you were on the IL 10 days ago, you came back, it's still bothering you in your back longer. I would guess he's not back till June. I would say he probably spends a little bit more time on the IL than his stint. That'd be my guess. It's my best guess that I can give to you. I think he can be okay, and he's just a monster when he gets out there. Probably a decent buying opportunity, to be honest with you. Probably half decent. Just because like everyone's going to be all anti Corey Seager right now. Oh, he's hurt again. Ugh. So whatever. Let's do so my boy Tavernite. Matt Tavernite had said that he wanted to send me something, and he sent me a picture of what he was going to send. I just realized I don't have to do this. I have like a knife, but Tavernite also does some mystery packs. So I've got mine, but they're in person. Maybe people don't like those or whatever, but I think they're super fun, and it's all about having some fun. And I believe these are just full on. And I don't know if you guys know, like people do mystery packs. And I want to get his info of what he said. So you can check it out. Tav, T-A-V, Collects One. That's on eBay, or Tav Collects on Instagram. And he sells them on eBay. They're essentially, it's like $30, 25 plus $5 shipping. He said there's 8 remaining from his original run, but he'll be making more soon. So if you guys want to check them out, what he's got, we'll see what it is. I believe the card he showed me is in this, so bear with. I'm going to open this, and then I'm going to bring the camera over like we're being a breaker. So I actually have a little breaking pad here, but I think he put the card, and he's like, I didn't mess with this, so I don't know what's in there. Oh yeah, so this is the card, so I don't know what else is in here. Okay, so I think this is what he sent me. So here's what he sent me, and I'm going to show you, and then we will see. Oh, here, I'll just close this back up, and we'll do this. All right, and then we'll take a look, and then I think you'll see what part is the pack if you guys want that. So let's, while I fix this, I'm going to take me off for a second, and then we will play some music while I do this. All right, that music is not good. Where's some good ones? Nah, none of it's good. Most people don't like the I mean, it's like the music that's on there. Okay, so my address is on here, so I'm not going to show you that. But yeah, it says Tav Collects Mini. It's a mini treasure box. So these are the 2 that were on top of what he sent. So check this out. This is very cool. This is just a personal send. Zach Gallen, 30 66 archives. Love it. And then I don't know, I think of some Diamondback cards. We got a little orange rookie Patrick Corbin. Little Jock Peterson green. Can't even see, is that Corbin? There's Corbin. I could put some extra light on here. I think I might actually in a second. This is actually one of my favorites. Oh, two of them. Sweet. Get those in person, baby. So those were what was personally sent to me. Let me see if I can get a little bit extra light. Oh, there we go. So, Jesus. This is Tavern. Is it? Am I saying it right? Tav collects. Am I saying that right? They're all numbered. Is it? Do you say it Tav or Tav? Hey, that Patrick Corbin is now. Oh yeah, these are all numbered Diamondbacks. See, I love Stadium Club too. Love Stadium Club personally. That's a stadium. I don't think I've ever seen that. Special Forces, 54 of 99. And these Diamondbacks, that's the Flying High celebration. Oh, yeah, 2025. Those are sick. Okay, so we have no idea what's going to be in here, but these are the Tav Collects mini treasure boxes. And it looks like you get an autograph. It says guaranteed relic short print, some serial numbered rookies, stars and rookies only, tops and Bowman, potential inserts, 1 of 3 PSA slabs, a Project 2020, or 1 of 2 Project 70s. So let's see what we got here. Hello. Things are falling. We have an Allen and Ginter mini. Okay, we'll open up that in a second. So we got out of here some Tony Gwynn, Tristan McKenzie, Schwarbies. Let me take this off. Carlos Correa, that's actually sweet. Chris Sanchez, my boy. Mickey Mantle. Juan Soto. Hunter Green. That's a really nice Hunter Green. That is a super nice Matt McClain. Too bad he's not good anymore. I love these like sepia ones. Jazz Chisholm. Ellie. Riley Green. Little Royce Lewis rookie action. Jacob Berry first. Fun fact, Jacob Berry carries around his own pen for in-person autographs. He has his own. He's one of 2 athletes I have ever been around that he has his own pen with him at all times. Here's a black Sharpie. Henry Davis, Ronnie Mauricio, and oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's like a negative refractor Jackson Rutledge. That's actually pretty dope. All right. There's more stuff in here. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So these are fun, like, it's a fun little break. If I can open it. There we go. See Rafael for call back there. Ginter, Imanaga. The Langford rookie. Caminero rookie. Pete Crow rookie. Little Jackson Churio. Love that. Is that who? I thought that was Will. Doug Clark, rookie card. And Rafael for call. Love me some Rafael for call. Should we try to open this thing? Hold on, let me. Blue tape is my nemesis. Okay, here we go. Well, that's a nice one. Yamamoto rookie mini. That's pretty sick. And then, oh, we got an autograph there. Okay, so we'll see what that is. We've got Xavier Edwards rookie. Larry Doby. 89 of 100, David Villar. Oh, that is actually sick. I love Allen and Ginter. That's an Allen and Ginter framed mini bat of Coco Crisp. That is super cool. And then, that is actually pretty nice. Jordan Wicks, green rookie. I can't read. 43 of 99. Cubs Jordan Wicks. It's a lot of stuff. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Nice job, dude. The Tav coming in hot, and bam, back up here. Let's see if I can get this to work. And I put on another light, as you can see. We should probably take that off immediately. Hello. Let's see if we can fix this. Okay, kind of. Bye-bye, light. Bam. Tavernite, thank you very much. That was very cool. That was fun. That was like opening up a full-on box of cards. I thought it was going to be like one or two things that was in there. That was pretty dang sweet. Jordan Wicks. I love this Cocoa Crisp. Yamamoto Mini. Definitely some good value. So go and check him out. Tav Collects on the Instagram, or Tav Collects 1, I believe, on the eBay. You're welcome, buddy. That was fun. And these Diamondback ones too. This Zach Gallen is sicko. Even though I've been negative on him. Okie doke. Friendos, that is that portion of it. Anything else? Anything else you guys got? Let's take a look at lineups real quick. Let's see what we got on the lineups, if there's any good info for today. But you guys are welcome to drop whatever. Very good amount of people, but interaction a little lower today, but good amount of people coming in today, which I appreciate. Okay. Daz, Jesus. Daz Cameron hitting 2, Churio, Yelich 4. What was the deal with that? Is that like in Garrett Mitchell replacement for when he comes back? That's interesting. I mean, it's against righty, of course, but Schneemann still hitting 2. It might be a little bit of fantasy relevance there. Tiny bit of fantasy relevance there. None with Daz. Though the last time I saw Daz is he was walking around with Ricky Henderson on the A's facility. That was the last time I saw it. And Ricky was talking Daz's ear off, his face off. It was crazy. But good for Daz. Daz still being out there. Duran, Devers, Bregman, Campbell. That's pretty normal. Oh, I didn't even see this with David Hamilton. When did David Hamilton come up? Did Story go on the IL or something? David Hamilton? Or am I just like pretending? Maybe he was just always David ended up being shorts. Yeah. I guess I just missed it. I mean, he's just at shortstop. Everybody's making a big deal about that. Marcelo's not there. I don't know if there's anything to that. Carpenter, Torres, McKinstry, Torkelson, Baez hitting down at 9. McKinstry's got that sneaky fantasy value. By the way, I still think Christian Campbell is potentially going to bounce back to be Rookie of the Year. I still think that's very highly likely. I know it's all weird with Jacob Wilson, but you're hitting in the prime spot. You're still pretty good. Mydroth, Vargas, Edgar Caro. What a top 3. Tim Elko's hitting 7 tonight, going up against Andrew Abbott. There might be some home run potential. There's a good ballpark, a lefty. Watch out for Elko tonight. Friedel, Espinal, Steer at first. Lux, McLean all the way down to 8. Woof. All right. Chandler Simpson, Lau, Caminero, Arenado. That's all pretty standard. Bichette. Ooh, the bottom of that lineup. Look at that. Ernie Clement, Addison Barger, Heineman, and Lukes. Oof. Oof. Frazier, this is a horrible, man. It's a great day to bet the Mets. Great day to bet the Mets. Look at this lineup. Reynolds struggling his ass off. There's no Cruz. One of the worst top 2s you could have. Canario. Dude, whatever Senga's props are right now, it might be a bet. I don't know what it is. If someone wants to look, I don't know what his strikeout prop is. I would play it at 6.5 for sure. I definitely would. That's a bad lineup. Soroka and Schwellenbach. Abrams, Wood, Lau. Rosario hitting 3. There's some value there. This might be rough for Cruz today. I like Schwellenbach over strikeouts today, 5.5. Even though Washington can be a little bit tougher, I like it. Verdugo, Riley, Olsen. I think Olsen's a buy right now. Albies is playing so bad that I think he might be a buy, even though I was selling on him. Still in the Cubs lineup? Oh, here we go. Pete Crow, Tucker, Suzuki, Bush, Ballesteros hitting 7. Hitting right behind Dansby Swanson. He's getting a hit tonight. Lock it up. Ballesteros is a hit. Maybe a homer. Edwards, Wagaman, Ramirez still hitting 4. Stowers still good value. Doyle, Beck. Told you to come into life a tiny bit. Rest of that lineup stinks. Haggerty leading off. Where's Josh Smith? Langford, Simeon. Berger hitting 7. I think it's going to be a good game for him to get going too. Andy Akana hitting 3. Oh, I hate that. Pena, Altuve, Myers, Cam Smith still rocking. Arise Machado, everything is normal. Everything is normal there. I think Neto's a good buy right now. I feel like people are still kind of weird on him. I don't hate on Berger. I'm a dummy who's still all in on Berger. I'm buying. He's just hitting down at 7. So we'll get to that trade question in a second. Any other lineup-y things? Rowley hitting 3. Dylan Moore hitting 6. Cattell, Grichuk, Lawler down there. Helio Ramos, such a good. He's playing so well. Yeah, there's nothing else crazy. I'm super impressed with Helio Ramos, to be honest with you. Oh, Barger, not Burger. Well, let's look. Am I discounting Barger? Addison Barger. He was here on during the AFL, I think, for a little short period of time. 241. Yeah, that profile does look pretty good. 52% hard hit, 13% barrel. Holy crap, he is hitting the shit out of the ball. He's not striking out. Very small sample size, though. Jesus. 94, 96, and 96 average exit velocities against pitch types. Wow. And that is actually very impressive. Low strikeout, high pull air percentage. Just insane. It's very small sample size, though, but insane EVs across the board. Yeah, he got hits in 5 straight games. I stand corrected, PJ. He is sneaky good. That profile is very, very interesting. What was the Neto story? Did I miss it? Neto or Massage Nito? They will spin. Did I miss that? Let's look at Yelich real quick. Yelich. Jimenez did open the door up. All right. Yelly, 211. I'm always a sucker for Yelich. Not pulling the ball at all, though. Look at these straight line homers up here. He's got this one just like weird opposite field homer, and then he's just hitting stuff straight. Is he not pulling the ball at all? Yeah, look at that. 8% pulled air percentage. Underperforming against fastballs. That's going to be his big key. He's crushing off-speed stuff. Great hard hit. He's not barreling, though. He's striking out more. The forcing fastball and sinker expected batting average are big increases, which are going to help his batting average because, as you can see, he's seeing that over, 45% of the time. He's also playing well against cutters. I guess he was good against sliders last year. Zone contact is down. I'm gonna bounce back on Yelich. I'm gonna buy on Yelich. I'm gonna buy. Here's the Neto story. He's Nomar Garciaparra good. It was a segment I pitched to Bogman. Oh, really? Like player A. Okay, gotcha. I got it. Yeah, I'm gonna buy. I think I'm gonna still buy on Yelich. I think I'm relatively encouraged by that. Did I do the trade thing? Or did I move past it? No, I didn't. I just traded Ozuna for Julio. Good or bad? Good. I think good. I think there is some stuff from a general sense that Julio is just not going to be the player. This is probably going to be the learning year where we're like, oh, okay, Julio maybe isn't a top 10 fantasy player. Is he going to bounce back? Like, it's definite possibility. I wouldn't put it past him. He's like a very talented player. He's also not pulling the ball at all, like weird spray chart there. Let me pull it up because you guys can't see it. You can see it's kind of yellowy where it's all over the board. But, you know, it's like 260 expected. He's barreling less. I just think I think he's a notch or two below the elite version of him. His own contact is 3 straight years just progressively going down and down. He hits the ball hard, but, you know, of what quality is it right now? He's a destroyer of four-seam fastballs, but the rest is just kind of a mixture of like, he's okay. Heavy run value on fastballs. Yeah, I mean, it's negative on sinkers this year. So getting back to it, what I think, you won that trade. It's a great buy. I'm cool with it. But I would, from a general sense, say that, like, I just don't think Julio is going to be that version that we fully expected him to be. And that's what I'm walking away from him with, is that he is not quite that same one, unfortunately. But that's a good trade. That's a great, like, upside trade too. So, so I need to, I don't know if I can I copy these? Let me look. Let me look under TJ stats because I can't copy for whatever reason based on StreamYard. I can't copy the text of what you're putting out there. What did I miss? Who did he spit on? Why is he being gross? I don't see it. I don't see it. You'll just have to type it all out. Oh, wait. Can I do it from here? Oh, wait. I got it. I can do it from the back end of Twitch. Let me see what this is. Oh, this is the Addison Barger thing. Now you're sharing Addison. But Addison Barger average exit velocity right now is the 3rd best in baseball with a minimum of 40 batted ball events. I thought this was going to be him spitting on somebody. Let me see. Is that the other one? I'm clicking on this one now. This better not be more Addison Barger. It is more Barger. PJ, we get it. You love him. You love him, and I don't blame you for loving him. He's pretty damn good. He's looking pretty dang good. Guardians and Brewers about to start. I think I'm going to be going to the Guardians complex tonight. I think David Fry might be rehabbing. Not really sure who else. I should look at the MLB transactions. I know that Tyler Fitzgerald and Casey Schmidt are going to start a rehab assignment. I just don't know if they'll do it here or if they are going to, I'm taking a look here, or if they're going to move up. Well, Casey Schmidt, they are not. That's the answer to that. They are both going to the Sacramento River Cats, so they will not be playing tonight. I don't know if there's any, I'm assuming David Fry is going to play, but I don't know if there's anybody else super exciting. Sam Bachman's rehab. Look at the rehab list is always actually kind of fun. Anybody you guys care about? Seth Beer, by the way, signed with the Phillies today. Yeah, it just started. Seth Beer officially back in baseball. How fun is that? I love Seth Beer. All-time moment for me. Look up under my Twitter, type in Seth Beer, and you can see Bogman and I at that opening day when Seth Beer had that walk-off. One of the coolest moments I've ever seen. It was so cool. Let's see, are there any other fun rehabby things? There's really not. That's a kind of fun thing about Complex League too, is when Jackson Merrill or whoever come in rehab, but I like to have other random guys, but it doesn't look like there's any other real random ones. Dad's hitting second for the Brewers. Yeah, I know. We looked at that. That's crazy. Is DJ really going to play third base for the Yankees? Probably in the short term. I think so, with Cabrera out, unless they go and make a move, unless they make a trade, which the Yankees don't seem super advised on it. So I think we will. I'm just looking here. Any other transaction things? Jacob Friend is out. Bunch of guys leaving the ACL today. But who the hell's coming back? Desclafani to a Yankees signed Anthony Desclafani to a minor league contract. And did you see 45-year-old Rich Hill signed with the Royals today? And he's going to be going to coming here to my town down the street. I can't believe, he's one of the very few players that are still older than me. So absurd. Absolutely absurd that, I think it's Rich Hill and Justin Verlander. I think those are the only players that are older than me that are in baseball right now. By the way, there you go. Shout out to my boy. I'm going to say that's Beagle, B38GLE. Let's call it Beagle. Beagle subscribing with the Prime, getting our number up by 1 for May. No chance we're going to hit that, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. Supporting the channel with the follow and the sub. I love you very much. You now get on the shout out board for the next stream. Stanton can't play. It's not that he can't play third. He can't play. So no. Would you take Max Fried for William Contreras? Yes, I think I would. I'm not a big high-end catcher guy. That is the top catcher. Max Fried is a dog. He's a dog, Van Rod. Absolutely rocking it. So I think that is a pretty fair trade, especially if there are guys out on the market. If there's like the Augustins or even Austin Wells and stuff, I really like it if those guys are out there. If they're not, I'm probably still doing it, but it hits like a tiny bit different. Tiny bit difference. Thank you, Beagle, by the way, for the subs. Bit of action on here. All right, well, let's do last call. Anything else? There's only one game going on. I could definitely go till 3:40, but if there's nothing crazy, you guys hear that? Hold on. There's no way you can hear that. But this is Arizona. The wind sounds like there's a hurricane outside, but it's not. It's just dust storm stuff. It's crazy. I can just hear it going. Whoosh. It's ridiculous. It sounds like a freaking train coming through here. But yeah, let's do last calls. Last calls on player breakdowns, trades, anything you got. I will say we're pushing to Thursday. Definitely going to be a Thursday stream is when I'm going to be back on here. Love to see if some of you guys get on to the May in-person mystery packs. So let me know in between then. I'm going to post about it and we'll have it on the next episode as well. But prospects, you guys got prospect stuff for the Thursday episode. Please feel free to bring that. Probably similar-ish time. I'm trying to think of what the hell do I have going on Thursday. Honestly, I don't even remember what shows I have, but I'll probably, let's do this. What is the MLB schedule? The only thing I've been hating is I hate coming on here when all the games are done. Yeah, it's an early day. We'll still do it. I'll probably come on right around when that Rays Blue Jays game is starting and we'll hang out. We'll do that bad boy. But definitely, bring your questions and stuff for there. Let's see. Oh, PJ with the cheers. Appreciate that. Cheers for luck. What did Jag say? Went out to run some errands. It's windy in Paradise Valley area. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy over here right now. It's nuts. But yeah, I'll probably do some prospect talk on the next episode. Thursday, let's just roughly call it I'm just trying to run through the schedules. Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern. That let's do breakdowns, but let's also do some prospects. Probably you're going to have to talk about Bubba Chandler and what the hell is going on with him. Did he have another start? Let me look. Because he was lined up that he should have had another start. 225. Let's look at the game log. How can they see me? No, so he hasn't. Is it today? Maybe I'm just off on it. Yeah, the last bad one was there. It would line up to today, so maybe he's going today and I didn't even realize it. But I think we can break down a little bit of Boba in there. Churio stole second and third. Dang. Porter Hodge, pick up. I think he's going to be the primary closer for the rest of the year. I just think he's going to be the primary guy. Even though I know Pomeranz has been pretty good and Ryan Presley's sitting around, I think he is positioned to be said dude. So if he's sitting out there, I would go and pick him up. Let's look at this Churio thing, if that answers your question. So Churio got on with a single, stole. Oh, wait, what just happened? Let me look at the play-by-play. What the hell just happened? So he got on. So Yelich struck out. Oh, okay. So Churio got on, stole second, stole third. Daz flied out. Contreras flied out. Yelich struck out. Boo. Yeah, boo. Just when I said I'm buying back into Yelich. Maybe not. Maybe that was a little too quick here. Any last ones? Last little thingies here. Also, who if there's any fantasy like I have to have today's, let me know too. Let's send some good juju out to some players. I think for the home run contest, who the hell do I had Mookie. Oh, that's a good question. Who ended up being the starter for the A's? Joe kept saying it was TBD. I saw it was Jeffrey Springs. It is Jeffrey Springs. It still shows. I don't know why I saw that all day. Look at Ben Brown with the wind blowing in tonight. Yeah, I love to look at MLB weather stuff. I think it's like the Roto Grinders one. I love the wind reports on there. I'm definitely I'll let that kind of take a little bit of a role of like, if you have heavy winds out, I might make some decisions there. If you have heavy winds in, just like we're saying. So wind blowing in tonight might help a guy like Ben Brown, especially. Are you buying into Hunter Dobbins? 4 starts already, 2.78 ERA. Expected looks pretty nice. Good fastball, slider, split finger. Yeah, he is good. Someone asked about him today too. It's really good. Actually, now I want to show this. I love seeing profiles like this where you've got this induced break that just so look, I mean, you have pitches that are breaking and all over. So it's like fastball, you've got this great rise on the fastball. Then the split finger, it actually has more of an outward trajectory to it, which is unique. Then look, the sweeper and the slider, they're breaking across, and then he even that's a pretty nasty combination. I like that he's not walking, guys. I think there's something there. It's stream starty. Dobbins is kind of interesting. I'm just looking a little bit more into it. The split finger is a really hard split finger. It's dead as hell. You're not hitting it whatsoever. It's fastball. Does fastball get any Ks? 15%. So he's like, low. The mixture doesn't incorporate a ton of like good strikeouts, but if he threw 2 more pitches, he'd be Seth Lugo. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I kind of dig him. I kind of digs him. Okay. So you guys know the drill. Again, shout out to PJ for cheering. That's another way to support on here. Beagle for subscribing with Prime. Those things help the Twitch stream. That's a big portion of this for me to continue streaming. You guys want the biggest support? That's Patreon, inthisleague.com. Join up with the group me rooms, access to me and Boggs, the community, guys like Jag, and the extra stuff we do, like the dynasty ranks, prospect ranks, and stuff. So go and check that out. I definitely appreciate that. You want to be a part of the streams as well. We got the in-person mystery packs. There's only 10 of them. I'll probably start pushing them more in the next episode. Again, the gold Welsh autograph in there. We've got the dog tag, the pendants. We've got Julio, some really good chase cards, all things that I have got. So if you guys want to pick those up, you let me know. Venmo's on there, and that's it. Oh, and shout out to Tavernite again, Tavernite for sending the that awesome box that was in there, and he's got those on eBay as well, $30. So definite like fun rip if you call it, in value. So shout out to Tavernite for doing that. that is it. We got some questions in there. Thursday, I will be back. Make sure you guys are subscribed on each side so you know where to follow and where to check it out. But I will talk to you on Thursday outside of the episodes as normal. You guys have a great one, and peace out for now. Bye-bye.